My God, it's crazy.
Good evening. Welcome to your Ass Hurts News Network, coming to you live from the tip top of Cock Tower Square with your host, Sergeant Friday. Sarge, how you doing?
Well, Bo Diddley to you.
Bo Diddley.
Bo Diddley to you. I'm doing awesome. I'm always doing awesome.
Well, there you go.
Let me see. What did I do today? I didn't swim as much as typical. I got rained out, really. I was trying to shoo the clouds away. I was telling him, you don't have my consent. It was,
He said, Mother Nature, look, bitch, you don't have my consent to rain on my parade. Get the fuck out of here.
But I guess, she's probably going to ask for forgiveness later. You know what I mean? It's like, that's the old theory. You just do it, and then later you apologize or ask for forgiveness. So
she was like, I'll teach you to say that global warming isn't real. I'll fucking rain on your pool.
She rained on me, man. I was like, man, guess you know what? I better be careful here. I could get hit by lightning in my pool. I think every year at least somebody goes that way. I decided I best get out.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a statistic, right?
Yeah, as long as it's a small statistic that's, something of interest, then I don't guess it's really a bad thing. At least you're known. The odds of you being known and remembered are pretty fucking high. No, fucking Sergeant Friday got hit by lightning in a swimming pool in 2024. That fucking guy. Who names themselves Sergeant Friday?
That's right.
Somebody that gets hit by lightning in a pool. That's who.
That's who. Talking all that mad shit last night about conspiracy theories with Kennedy and fucking. It's crazy. Well, it came back and I have sound now. Yeah, it's usually never Sarge that's at fault there with anything in the world there, Heather. It's typically one of you 5.62 billion maniacs out there. They say the he without guilt throw the first stone, and I got a pile of rocks over here if any of you want to come by. Oh shit. When I say duck, I don't mean feathers. Okay. Bill. So what's going on with our help and health desk? We've had no help nor health for quite some time. It's as if the person's on a hiatus, which is
Well, it seems that every night at around 7:30 to 8:30 Eastern time, the phone rings and that conversation proceeds till almost time to go to bed. So yeah.
Tell that Proudfoot to find fucking other things to talk about. Be interfering with my show. And he hasn't even come on here either, the wuss. I mean, guy operates high above the fucking city in cranes, loading and dropping things, and can't even come on a YouTube channel. Unbelievable. I don't get it, Cletus.
It's a damn shame. Sorry.
I just don't get it. Any what was I going to ask you?
Any news?
Yeah, any news on the top secret topic we referred to earlier without giving anything away? Any good news? You know what the good news would be?
No, nothing. Not a thing. Not a thing.
I like to be able to talk about something without anybody knowing what we're talking about.
I don't. It makes me uncomfortable as fucking hell. I won't lie.
Not me. It's kind of like when I go to a restaurant. I always sit facing the door, never with my back to the door. It's an Italian thing. And we always talk about things other people don't know what we're talking about. They think it's about them. They're a little concerned, as they should be.
Well, that's why you're on YouTube, because you're always talking about things nobody else knows anything about.
That's true.
Even if you don't know anything about what you're talking about, you sell it well. So that's all that matters.
Well, why would I need to know? Apparently, in today's day and age, there's just no requirement to know.
Right. Yeah.
Right. I mean, Idaho 4 is all the way back to the fucking stingers. They're running around with secret cell fucking devices.
Oh.
Fucking with the kids' phones, preventing them from calling the cops. I mean, I don't know who these J hombres and these swamp roses and these other fucking cockroaches out here that are just using a quadruple homicide of young adults slaughtered as a fucking means of entertainment for the idiots that visit their show. Unbelievable, man. And it's like all the assholes, all the scum like Tommy and Bubbly Waters, the filthy fucking dirtbags that you wouldn't wipe shit off your shoe on. They get all the viewers. Isn't that interesting?
I mean, I think it makes complete sense to me because it is, you know, I'm left to draw no other conclusion than the entire genre primarily serves the purpose of entertainment. I mean, that is
right. Every tragedy, they create new fake faults and imagine the fucking tragedies within the tragedies. And, you know, they I don't even know, man, what their deal is. But, you know, it's the vastness of an empty head, right? I mean, that's really what it is. It's just a severely empty heads that are just trying to fill it up with fucking nonsense.
Yeah, it's an
escape. And they're successful.
It's an escape from, you know, from the day.
The central scrutinizer, right? You got people moving manhole covers. You got fucking people on fucking all kinds of stupid shit.
And now you got you fucking talking about why JFK was shot. The fuck? They even got you into conspiracy theories. What the fuck, Sarge?
Well, I think that's a legitimate point of view to look at the assassination through the lens of what's been avoided.
No, right? I mean I don't disagree. I mean I think the motive with that, I think what you presented was on point. You're not claiming it as absolute. This is what happened. So yeah.
No. But it takes into account the repression of the Black American during the times prior to him him going into that bill. It shows where Kennedy broke with the party on that, and you know, and everybody's trying to ascribe it to the Russians did it and CIA did it, and I'm not saying those people didn't have a hand in it, but I highly suspect his own party eliminated him because he was so cozy with the Black Americans. They literally think that they're filthy subhumans. And so that was an egregious sin on his part in the eyes of the fucking KKK originated the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
Right. And that somehow that's never been a part of the narrative with JFK. And I don't see how you could separate the two. In all fairness, I mean, America was, especially the Democratic Party, they were hanging you, burning you, dragging you, raping your women, accusing you of rape, putting you in prisons. And they never stopped doing that. If you really get right back to it, look at modern day. You get a little bit of weed on you and Kamala Harris will lock your ass up.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing, man. And really, it is. It is all the people like Tommy and others that do need psychiatric help. Is whether they need to be in a brick or mortar building, I'll leave to the professionals with the idea that, yeah, you might want to strongly consider it. But, you know, since all of those have been torn down and ignored, they're all running around on YouTube. And to some extent, that would even include me. I'm a bit fucking nuts, but I don't know. I have at least the realization that I'm nuts. I can admit it.
Hey, we're being joined by the health desk tonight. How about that?
She feels amazing.
That's the same thing you say about me.
Yeah, you better be nice, okay? I have I don't even know. I got it all. Let me just say that. Let me start from there and we'll go backwards.
You got a pool with rain clouds over it. That's what you got.
That was some shit too, bro. I wasn't happy about that. I was trying to ride it out, but then I realized, I was under the solar cover. I had it mounted up. I had it rigged up, so I had a roof over my head. But then I realized, damn, my towel's out there in the rain. So what good is not getting everything poured on and covering and protecting my Kindle? I was protecting my SIGs, my phone, I had all of that stuff secured, but I was going to get out to a soaking wet towel, then that wouldn't have been good. So I abandoned my post. I felt like the sniper on the team that was protecting Trump.
You felt like the one of the two guys in the fucking room overlooking the roof. Yeah.
I don't know if they were overlooking the roof. They may have been using mirrors or staring at the wall or counting floor tiles, or I don't even know. Hand jobs back and forth. I don't know what these guys do, but they weren't paying attention to their duty. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't mean duty like they took a poo. I mean duty, D-U-T-Y. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So, Clue, what do you got for the help desk? How is it that you haven't spoken in so long? Some chick needs to be in jail.
Why have not been on so long? Because it's been like, I don't think people understand. Once you take a hiatus from this,
you don't want to come back.
Well, no, that's not it. Because I totally miss everyone like shit. Like I miss having like the chat and conversations, but I don't feel like it's necessary to sit there and literally create drama amongst everyone else in the community when there is nothing to talk about. I feel like that's so stupid. But then again, I don't do this for money. So it's not like I need a certain view count every day. I have to put out content. Like I don't have to do that. So you're like fabricating content. And I think that's crazy. I'm not going to start a beef with you because nothing's going on with Sebastian's case. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Why make it about us? I mean,
right.
Well, I don't know. There's somebody sent me a message in one of the streams. I think the stream from last night, asking me about somebody that's losing their house and they're out here. I don't know what the hell the question was, but if you bear with me, I'll find it. And then maybe I could be educated. Let me see here.
What?
Here's the question. The question is, what do you think of a certain tuber playing on people's sympathy to donate money because their house is going to get foreclosed on? Why would 45 Square made the comment? What the hell are they talking about?
Why wouldn't you just go get a goddamn job? Like, holy hell, you've been sitting there waiting. Hold on, because they don't just foreclose your house overnight. They let you know.
No, that takes over a year.
Right. Yeah, so you've been sitting there. You've been sitting there banking on YouTube for over a year, bro. Who is it?
I don't know who they're referring to, but at 45 Square asked that question. They don't mention it. They say you think of a certain YouTuber playing on people's sympathy to donate money because their house is going to get foreclosed on. Sounds like a Democrat to me that doesn't want to get a job.
My suggestion, honest to God, would be to get off your fucking ass, get off the internet, and go get a job.
Oh.
Like that's... And why would someone even ask that? Like, why would you put that?
Why do I? Yeah, I don't need to know that.
You know what I mean? Like, I watch TikTok occasionally. If someone's put it on YouTube, everybody is struggling. Right. Why would you put that on somebody?
Well, I'm not struggling. No, not everybody is struggling.
Well, you know what I mean? The majority of people are struggling, right? Why would you put... It ain't other people's job to pay your damn mortgage.
Well, they're struggling because they don't know how to center their mind on anything in reality, right? I mean, there's streamers and their users out. They're part of the 5.62 billion. Not all of them people are struggling, right? But a lot of people are struggling, and I think our own poor choices and our own ineptitudes are what get in our own way, and we refuse to accept that. So we go off on these fucking, the plane, like Fantasy Island or some shit. I don't know where these people are going. YouTube, I don't know. I mean, I get to the point where when I stay away for a few days, I really feel like not coming back on here.
I'm telling you.
I don't even know. Look at you could sit at home. I'm not going to do it. I'm fucking 58 years old, right? How much life do I got left? 14 years if I'm lucky. Right? Average man dies at 72. Right?
But
I'm not going to go create a big fucking power fucking business on Amazon, which you can do by buying from Alibaba and selling on Amazon. You can make great money from home on a computer. You could go and you could trade stocks. You can invest in stocks, penny stocks, other kinds of. You don't need a lot of money. $100, $1,000. Obviously, the more you make, the more you can make, but you also risk the other side. The more you can lose, right? So there's 100 billion fucking ways to make money from home.
Oh yeah, you could be a call. Like, you know how many times I used to call Amazon bitching about my order?
Did you see Carl's comment?
What did Carl say?
If Clue can't find her way back on YouTube more often, I'll have to start paying for cable again.
Well, I will say this, Sarge, you're 100% right about what you're saying, because like I think that's why a lot of other creators find me probably most annoying, because I don't have to follow the rules of YouTube, because I'm not here for a paycheck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't have to say everything that you want to hear. I don't have to kiss your ass. I'm just going to be me. And if you don't like it, I won't have a big audience. I'm still okay with that, right? I could probably talk to myself and then hell, I know I can. I can talk to myself and be entertained. So if there's one person in the audience and it's me, I'm still okay with that.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, because I do a lot of friends say, "Oh, you're like a hermit." I go, "Well, what's my option? Hanging out with you? I mean, what's the depth of conversation we're going to end up having? Pretty much fucking nothing, right? And I'm going to stop at your shop, and the next thing you know, you got me pulling on pry bars and getting grease all over me. I ain't getting paid for that. I mean, and then I got another friend. Listen, I call him just to see that his wife and kids are okay, because you know what I mean. I wouldn't want to see anything bad come to them. But this is a person that was making a ton of money, doing what he was doing, and then he expands into this business of, and you know the merch that you buy.
Yeah.
He bought a company, a small company, from a guy that I told me shouldn't have bought. Dude, if he was giving away free gold, you don't take it, okay? And you bought a company from him, and now you're buying all these multi-million-dollar fucking machines to mass produce these products. I said, and it's going to destroy you. You're going to go bankrupt. Well, lo and behold, he went bankrupt. And he's just, he's through it at this point. But every time I talk to him, he's, like the other day was, he's talking about how he's only $20,000 behind to put his business back where it was, and blah blah blah. I said, I'll be very honest with you. If you would have taken any of my sound, honest, fair-minded advice and put it to use, and then still went bankrupt, I'd be the guy to lend you that $20,000. I go, but at this point, you never listened to a thing I said, and you did exactly the opposite. So thinking that you would pay me back because you're telling me that, you ruined that. And that's the truth. You did it to yourself against all common sense advice that I warned you, told you, showed you, and you still did it. So, I'm sorry. I'm not going to lend you $20,000. You got to come up with it another way. I don't know. Fuck, man. There's got to be, in this today's day and world, there's like the same thing with the other person. I don't know who, someone's saying it. He rents many times. Can't be Dago. Says I don't know if he rents or owns and if it is Dago, I hope he's not in any financial trouble. But if he is, I mean, I don't know. I don't want anything bad to happen to people. I don't have that kind of ill will for him, but I will say to people that end up in bad places that 99.9999999% of the time it's your own fault. It is.
Every bad place I've ended up, I would absolutely say I should have known better. Every one of them.
Likewise with me. I mean,
it's crazy.
Well, I don't understand that. I hope that's not the case, because I absolutely adore Caden. But I mean, every day when I go on the internet, not kidding, every day there will be some sort of side ticker going on there. Work from home jobs in your locations. I mean,
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to make money. And let me just say something. I don't know where people got this idea, how they ever cultivated the idea that you got to like what it is you're doing. That to me was never ever a part of my understanding of work.
Agreed.
Look, I don't like work at all, even though I'm in a very, very comfortable place and I do very well, and I do almost nothing for it. I still don't like work. Cletus?
He ain't the person to ask.
Well,
you hate your fucking job.
I mean,
some days
I can work and enjoy it. I don't, the work that I do, I don't enjoy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy doing what I do. I interact with people, and I get to, I meet new people all the time, and I don't know, I don't know. I don't really have any issue in that, but as far as like if I were, um, and I went through a bankruptcy. I mean, it's no shame. When I went through a divorce, I bankrupted 2 houses, a truck, a yacht, and the total amount of the bankruptcy was $538,000. 568, 538. I'm forgetting as I get old, but it was more than $500,000.
Sorry.
Not in cash, but in assets, right?
Yeah.
And you know what I did? I learned from that. I learned never buy anything you can't pay for. That's what I learned from that.
Or to take your yacht out one day without putting the plug in. Just saying.
Yeah, well, this yacht didn't have that kind of plug in it. It actually had bilge pumps and everything on board. It wasn't made that way. But yeah, I get it. Yeah, and then anything I did when I started climbing out of the hole that had been dug around me, which I was a part of. I mean, you can't just blame your ex-wife. I mean, the fuck, I knew the house landed on her or survived. I should have been a bit smarter. Oh man. But anyway, what are you gonna do? You do to yourself, and then you learn. Like, I mean, it's kind of funny. I moved into a rental property. It's in a fairly decent area of starter homes, small families, And then I just paid that off, and there was no sense in moving. I think 1,200 square feet's enough for one person. The average house in Europe is only 818 square feet. For people that don't know that, go to Europe. 1,000 square feet is considered big over there. In America, the average square footage of a home is 2,200. So on the scheme of things, I think 2,200 for a family is great, but 1,100 for one person is just fine.
Well, that's just because most families here can't fucking stand to be that close.
Yeah. But I'm saying, you got to learn and apply your you're going to go through difficulties and then apply what you learn through that. You don't, I mean, it was kind of crazy. But again, I asked her to marry me. So at the very least, I invited the problem into my life. Fair enough.
That's fair enough.
Right.
I can relate 100%.
There you go, Clue.
Not her.
I know. All right, hang on one second. Listen, I sent this to my buddy Josh. He's a fucking guy. He's a fucking giant. Watch this shit. It's fucking stupid.
Feel good today. I woke up this morning, did a bunch of sit-ups, I'm feeling absolutely. Hitting the snooze button 15 times doesn't count as sit-ups, you fat bastard. I ain't fat, Siri. Dude, your ass has its own zip code. Oh, please don't start this shit with me again. You're so fat that when you step on the scales it says, to be continued. You're so fat that when you fell over no one was laughing but the ground sure was cracking up. You're so fat that when you lay down on some memory foam and it immediately forgot everything. You're so fat that your favorite necklace is the food chain. You're so fat that when you want to iron your pants, you have to go out to your driveway. You're so fat that when you get dressed you have to use a boomerang to put your belt on. You're so fat, the photo I took of you last Christmas is still printing. You're so fat that when you went sunbathing at the beach, Greenpeace came along and pushed you back in the ocean. Oh my God!
I like that one about printing.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think that was my favorite right there. That shit was funny.
You're so fat the Christmas pictures from last year are still in the printer. That's crazy, bro.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Oh man, my buddy Josh was fuck you. That dude got his stomach stitched, and then he went on this all protein diet.
Yeah.
And he came to my buddy's car shop. Those doors are probably, in all fairness, 10 feet wide, 12 feet tall. They're big, the overhead doors.
Yeah.
And all of them were open. This dude went and took a shit. And the stench was so bad that the entire shop, it really was terrible. It was like a rotted dead carcass, and it wouldn't go away. One of my friends threw up. We all ran out of the building to get away from the fucking, the stench was just stuck in there. It was crazy. And then he ate his way past whatever they closed. I don't know what they did, but he never really lost any weight. If anything, he got bigger. I don't know how that happens. Like, I guess that's determination when it comes to eating.
Yeah, I mean it's that would be kind of what it would have to be for sure.
Yeah, let's not bring Dago specifically up in here. We'll let him be, you know. Let's like even that guy was it Get a Clue. Everybody arguing this guy is guilty or he's innocent. You all need to just take your fucking head out of your ass. And I don't know. Maybe it'd be better placed if you stuck a stick of dynamite up that fucking thing. That way your head wouldn't wander back up there. Jesus fucking Christ. It's just incredible, the fucking world. And we're surrounded by these fucking idiots. That's the best part. There's no escaping them. I know.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's
Twitter's a fucking right.
It's a hard thing to fucking come to the realization of, you know. Some days you're like, would it be better if I'd never woke up to this shit?
Oh, fuck.
You know what I mean? If I could go back and just be one of the 5.62 billion, would it be easier? And it's like, nah, I don't think so.
Well, no, you now that you see it, you can't be a part of it.
Right. Yeah.
Right. You either got to swing at it with a bat constantly, remind these stupid motherfuckers just what a bunch of twitless fucking morons they are, or you got to hang out in your pool and avoid people.
In the rain.
Even if it's raining out, water's water, god damn it. But I do have one of those saltwater pools, which makes the water soft. Very nice, man. Very nice fucking that saltwater system, I got to tell you. Very consistent.
Motherfucker, he said it makes the water soft.
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 The hell is a pecan twirl? For God's sake, send some to the homeless. What are you doing over there?
You don't know what a pecan twirl is?
Nah.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
That's not what they're called. It's probably something. It's like probably like a cinnamon
Swirl.
Pecan
right?
swirls.
It's like a cinnamon roll or something, I suspect.
Yeah,
It's like a little.
It's like a cinnamon roll with no frosting on the top, right?
Yeah.
My two neighbors were taking bets if I get hit by a light. Look, I don't even talk to these people. I
Pinwheels.
people next to me. I think that if you're not considerate enough to keep your dogs well trained and quiet when they need to be quiet and barking when they need to alert you to danger, if that simple task is too much and you allow your dogs to bark and fucking scream to annoy your neighbors, I have nothing to say to you. What am I going to say? Because the only thing I really can engage in conversation with is just what kind of a stupid motherfucker are you? And so rather than have two people on either side of me that I got to point weapons at every now and then, I just keep my mouth shut. Right? I mean, Sarge knows when there's a fight to be had, and there's a fight to just not even get involved in. Right? I mean, it's like some things just aren't worth fighting and arguing about. You got to live next to these people. So I do enjoy though when the guy next door snowblower breaks and he's out there with his fucking shovel and I come by with my snowplow on my own driveway because I don't plow no one else's but my own.
Do you hook it to the front of your riding lawnmower that otherwise gets 30 minutes?
That Nissan Frontier is a 4x4 with a plow set up on it.
I got you.
Yeah. That's a good little plow truck, man. It's very maneuverable. It's powerful enough. It's it's got 315 horsepower in a mid-sized truck. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
More horsepower than your ass little truck there. You're trying to figure out what to do with. So you just better hush it up. And it's 4-wheel drive. I'm sure yours ain't.
No, mine's not. It's 2-wheel drive.
2-wheel drive. Huh.
It's two-wheel drive.
And I got me a 9-speed automatic transmission, 4-wheel drive, all the toys, radios, fucking whatever, fucking tracking devices, probably fucking listening devices. It's got everything.
You're not a fan.
No,
listen, I'd be amused if they had any interest in me. I'd find that to be like a fucking winning an Olympic trophy or something. You're gonna spend time listening to me or wondering where I'm going, and you're part of the government. Good luck. I mean, I wouldn't even sue you. I'd be like, that's awesome.
Keep listening. I might learn you something.
I mean, motherfuckers, bring it on. Bring it. Tune in with your ears.
Yeah.
I haven't poisoned it. No, but the other thing with neighbors with dogs is you've got a food supply in a crisis. I'm a big proponent. If you're going to own a dog, get a big dog so I don't have to go wandering around the woods for a deer. I'll just eat your lab, your fucking shepherd, your fucking pit. I don't give a fuck what it is, bro. It grill up just fine.
I'm fairly certain these 9 Shih Tzus in the house would make a nice couple of meals.
Yeah, but they're like chicken wings. A lot of work with little reward.
Yeah, it's more like the whole chicken. And
yeah, maybe a mini like a rotisserie chicken or something, right? A rotisserie Shih Tzu.
As a kid, I lit a cigarette off the muffler of a lawnmower and enticed me to mow.
Listen, I would rather prefer to like people more than pets. I would rather prefer that to be the normal way of things, but it's just the opposite because we all know we're all fucked up, yet we don't consider ourselves one of the all fucked up. Isn't it an ironic fucking way to live?
Yeah, I mean, it's sad when animals have more. You can rely on them more than you can people.
But you really can't rely on your pet. I mean, if you could, people would be borrowing money from them. Because that's really, that's usually in friendship what ends up happening. So, I don't know. But I love when people ask me for money because I just rub in how I'm not going to give it to them and how stupid they are if I have to even ask me. They ought to know better. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm waiting for that one. I can't wait to hear that shit. I believe.
Oh, I could hear. I could fucking hear that. I can envision the way a conversation like that would go.
Oh man, my preaching would be at full. But the Lord saith, "You'll reap what you sow," and you ain't sowing shit, nigga. Time for you to get a job. Yeah, I fucking, it's funny. And people I don't like, I don't avoid making comments to. I beat this kid in a car race. This kid's all this big talk, race car trailers it in, big giant, big block motor.
The one with
this
the man
kid
purse.
Me out of $100. He fucked me out of $120. This kid, right? And that was the kid I said when I was having a party at the shop. He came in and reached for pizza. I said, "Hey, asshole, you ain't getting none of that pizza. I paid for that. Go buy your own." Everybody was like, "Well, this is a party." No, it's a party for everyone that I invited. I didn't invite that fuck. He can leave, but and if you don't leave, then don't eat my pizza or drink my soda. Go fuck yourself. And I went right back to the party like nothing had been said. I don't give a fuck, bro. So when I beat him in that, and I slaughtered him in that race, and he's coming out, and he's like, "That's like he's going to shake my hand or stuff." I just look at him. I said, "You know what the best part of that was?" He goes, "You won." I go, "Not just that I won, but the broke bastard like you had to pay $50 to get your ass kicked by me, and a guy like me would have paid $500 just to do what I did to you." That's the best part of all of this. Just turn around and walk away. You fucking bitch. Don't you have any nemesis in your life there, Cletus? Any irritants besides people at work?
No.
I don't think people get it.
There is nobody in my life but Clue and Baby Clue.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
In my family, occasionally.
Occasionally, but yeah,
like Mama Clue will be
Jehovah
here.
Witnesses once in a while. They've been around lately?
I would say they're probably due to come back this Saturday, honestly. My Jehovah's Witness buddy.
Oh, yeah, it's about that time.
Yeah.
I think you're probably converting them and they don't realize it.
I'm suspecting so.
I remember I found out a guy was a Jehovah's Witness when I bought coffee and creamer and sugar and cups and a coffee maker for the shop where he was, right? And I bring it in around Christmas and all the words like, "Oh, he's a Jehovah's Witness. He don't believe in Christmas. He don't believe in Christ." I don't give a fuck what he believes in. But I believe in having fucking coffee when I come here. So you can all go fuck yourself for Christmas. I really don't care. The whole point wasn't really, I mean, I know I'm buying this for the shop, but mainly it's because I come here and drink fucking coffee. And you guys ain't ever got a fucking coffee made or you don't even got a coffee pot in the shithole.
There is some evidence that I'm having more influence on him than they're having on me.
I bet.
The last guy he brought had a beard that was about a month old, and he said they had recently changed their rules to allow for facial hair. And I'm like, well, there you go. I'll take credit for that. You ain't got to tell me I can take credit for that. I'm just gonna fucking take it.
And listen, that's what I said. You know, I call it out. You have more influence on them than they are on you. I can see that happening all the time. They're pretty regressive and restrictive, and here's a guy that's pretty reasonable. He comes out, he talks, he's pleasant, and he knows a bit about what he's talking about, and he's never, you know. And so they're thinking, well, I mean, how bad could a life like his be? Right? I mean, and he gets to celebrate Christmas and birthdays. I mean, damn.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So a whistleblower saying there's gonna be another assassination. All of this conspiracy stuff, and it's funny that other guy, what's his name? That fucking jerk off, that fucking perspective motherfucker. These fucking jerk offs with their conspiracies, bro. Man, it's just over fucking whelming the amount of conspiracies, and all of these people just jump on that shit. Like, wow, really? That's really where you're going to allow yourself to go with this.
Well, I mean, it's, you know, it's an entertaining thought in passing, right? When you really don't want to get invested in it, but you want to get excited, some type of adrenaline and endorphin rush, you'll jump into it and go with it for a second, and then go back to fucking work or bed or whatever the fuck else you got to do.
Grounded flights.
Yeah,
Like grounded flights.
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, for the storms.
Yeah, well, you know, it's interesting here.
Oh yeah.
And there is a bunch of entertainment, at least, in seeing how the world works and watching what people do. I find it somewhat entertaining at times. I mean, I'm not a big TV buff and shit, but I've been watching Midsummer Murders. I keep it on in the background. I use TV for background noise at night. Oftentimes I'll be reading. And yeah, life could be as entertaining as that too, just watching people.
Oh, I do agree with that. Completely.
Kamala came out with her blackness today. Did you see that, Cletus?
No.
Yeah, she got that black voice.
Where was she at?
Well, at a rally somewhere where she brought some of these twerkers to come by and fucking put on a show for the audience. I think they showed up for the free entertainment, which I guarantee is what they did. Right?
Well, I just wonder where she was at, right? Was she in the South? I'm assuming since she had a fake Southern accent.
She was around in inner city. You could be south or north, right?
Yeah, but
as long as you're in inner city and you bring up some of these, I don't know what she brought up. Let's see.
Their comment said she had a fake Southern accent, so that's why I'm asking, was she in the South? Because I can see that all day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm wondering. I'm just really wondering if it's not going to be another surprise, just shocking win.
Oh, like yeah, I suspect that's highly possible. You mean for Kamala to pull it out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't find that. I wouldn't find that to be too surprising. Here, I'll play a little bit of your Kamala girl.
All right.
And you all helped us win in 2020, and we're gonna do it again in 2024.
2024.
Oh yeah. Yes. Why does she develop the accent of a Confederate general? That's funny as hell. Yeah. Oh, Belvedere. Come here, boy.
Oh, Belvedere. Oh, Toby. Oh, Toby. Toby, fetch me that switch, Toby.
That's exactly what she was faking that accent to be like. That's funny as hell. Wow.
And Hillary does it. They all do it. They put on their Barack Obama. They put on their fucking black. They put on their, and you know, she looks like you. She sounds like you. You got to vote for her. And here, how people within that party don't see how racist that is. I'm just stunned. I mean, fuck, man. I don't even get it.
Well, regardless of what it is.
Who hands you the fucking award for your hard work or who gives you your paycheck? As long as you know, if you do what you're supposed to do and you earn your way up the fucking food chain, everybody below you could be damned for all you care, right? It didn't raise 200. It didn't really raise 200 million in the first week. It was money handed over from what was already put in the Biden coffers. So Hillary Clinton would do that too. Hillary Clinton also carried fucking hot sauce in her purse. For some reason, I guess black people like hot sauce. I mean, I don't really know about as much as they don't probably really know Italians love garlic. I mean, it's just not something I'm interested in, right? That kind of cultural minutia. I don't give a fuck what black people do. As long as you ain't robbing, raping, pillaging, then enjoy.
I fucking love hot sauce.
I mean, the hottest thing I eat are those pepperoncinis. That's it. I ain't down with all that heavy fucking that shit's so hot it burns your fucking mouth. I don't understand. I don't like when people.
I used to be the same way. I could not fucking take spicy, and I didn't understand it until one day I did, and it was just Now it's like I've got this shit in a jar that I've had for probably 5 years. That all it takes is the tip of one prong of a fork, and it'll make an entire fucking pot of soup so fucking spicy. Most people wouldn't eat it.
But why would you want to do that?
Because it's good.
What about the meat that's in there and the fucking vegetables and their own unique flavors?
It doesn't change the flavor. It just adds some fire to it. Oh, it makes you sweat when you eat it.
It's like wrapping. You could wrap bacon on dog shit and still taste bacon, bro. So I mean, and I'm a bacon lover. I love bacon, but I ain't putting that shit on my hamburger. I don't understand it. You're either gonna eat beef or pork, and I don't know, man.
I may try hot sauce on bacon. That sounds actually pretty fucking good.
What's that?
I may try putting hot sauce on bacon.
You want to give it a go. I mean, you're putting all kinds of shit in your fucking trapdoor anyway. You might as well keep going.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. No, I do really enjoy the spices that allow you to make meatloaf, which tastes unique. It's different than just cooking hamburger, right?
Yeah.
I enjoy that. The spices that give you that, but I don't want to add anything more beyond that. Turkey or steak, I don't want you beating it to fucking death and putting all kinds of different fucking sauces and syrups and fucking spices and garlic. God damn, leave the fucking cow alone. It's dead already. You ain't gonna fucking hide that it's dead. Just cook it and eat it.
You naturally just say hamburger instead of hamburger, don't you? Like you
well,
don't.
It's a hamburger. It's a single. A hamburger is multiple more than one.
What I'm getting at is it just sort of rolls off your tongue without hesitation, and I'm wondering, do you purposely do that, or is it just that you naturally go with that word because you've read that, you've accepted that, and that's just what you say, or do you purposely do it just to fuck with people?
Well, it's a little bit of everything all wrapped into one. Sarge is an enigma. Okay. An undefinable enigma. And you look at, I would say that if you took 100 YouTubers, probably 60 of them or 70 would say they don't like me, but they listen to me anyway. And it's perfectly fine with me. I work hard to get people not to like me. This way they don't ask me for anything.
What was it you said that one night? If all of you motherfuckers left, I just sat here and talked to Cletus.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck, bro. It's like, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I'm here sharing perspective and thoughts and points of view that I think more of us should be just looking into it and trying to accomplish something. But what, I don't know.
Hey, the question on the screen is a good one. If you add cheese, is it a cheeseburger?
It is.
Okay.
Why cheese trumps the hamburger? I don't know, but it's a hamburger with cheese. But you're right. They do call them cheeseburgers. I accept that common terminology. Sure.
Wait, hold on. Can you explain that? I'm sorry, I was in the middle of something, but
if you put cheese on
No. Before that, if it's a single thing,
it's a hamburger.
And then you got hamburgers. Yeah.
Smoke is coming out of her ears.
Well, we're going to go get some hamburgers. I'm talking to a bunch of friends. I'm going to go grab a hamburger. I'm going to get myself a hamburger. Listen, for somebody that talks about understanding or reading basic English, you're struggling pretty hard tonight.
I'm going to give myself a hamburger.
Yeah, I'm gonna make myself a hamburger. I'm gonna go buy a hamburger. Yeah. What are you doing? I'm gonna go grab a burger.
Sounds dirty.
Oh, a hamburger sounds dirty. What if
When
it's a
you say you're
double?
gonna give yourself a hamburger?
I don't believe in a double Whopper or a double quarter pounder. I think it's just a half-pound patty that should be made in one unit instead of fucking trying to cause all these extra words.
Oh no, you gotta split that into 2 patties so that you can put cheese in between them. The fuck is wrong with you?
No, you put cheese above and below it.
Yeah, but that doesn't give you the same. It's just not
I'll
the
tell
same.
you what you do the next time you're gonna make a meatloaf, Clue. Okay.
Okay.
Hollow out the center of it, okay, and fill it with Velveeta cheese, and then put the fucking the what you hollowed out back on top of the Velveeta cheese, and then make your ass that meatloaf. You watch how that meatloaf comes out. It's fucking awesome. Yeah.
That does sound
Weissenberg
pretty
is
good.
Yeah. Hey, Velveeta cheese is the preferred food of a trailer park. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's how you make macaroni and cheese from homemade. You get that big fucking brick of Velveeta cheese and some milk.
Oh yeah, man. That's when I was a big fat bastard. I would eat a bag of fucking tortilla chips and about a third a block of Velveeta with about a half a cup of milk mixed in it and heat it up in the microwave. Shit.
Man, listen, you want to make some homemade macaroni and cheese. That Kraft tastes like fucking poison to me. I can't eat Kraft macaroni and cheese.
I'm with you. I'm with you there.
It's disgusting.
I make homemade mac and cheese, but I only use like a little Velveeta.
Well, ground beef is the product that they make that then you convert into meatloaf. You make hamburgers, right? Meatballs. You make a lot of things with ground beef, folks. That's just the reality of proper English, because as we all know, I'm highly schooled in that.
But I thought ground beef was hamburger.
Well, and I'm with Heather on the script, right? That what Heather just said is what you had said at one time, was that hamburger is the meat that you use to make hamburgers.
Yeah.
Ground beef is the meat that you use to make a hamburger.
But you said hamburger was what you use to make a hamburger.
No, I said ground beef.
No, I think he is right. Ground beef.
Now don't switch it up.
Well, the definition of hamburger is
ground beef.
Ground beef. It's ground beef that you're buying in the store, and then you take the ground beef home, right? And there you go. Like I eat ground sirloin, which is just another form. It's a different cut of the cow, but it's still ground beef. But they're denote it's a sirloin meat, the sirloin that they're cutting from the cow and grinding it. That's what I use for hamburger, meatballs, anything. I use ground sirloin. I always have. You know. But the next time you guys go to the store, just look, and it'll say ground beef on the package. Go buy a 2-pound package of ground beef, and that's what it'll say. And then tell me that you can't make all these wonderful things I mentioned: meatballs, meatloaf, hamburger, whatever.
Oh, fucking hell.
Boy, we turned it into almost, that should be a trending topic on the internet, because it probably has more sense than fucking 5.62 billion other thoughts out there. Unbelievable.
But if you see the ground beef and the reflection of a reflection off of pavement, then it becomes a hamburger, right?
Right. You got it backwards. Ground beef equals hamburger.
This fucking topic never gets old. It's so fucking funny to me.
Why am I the only one that calls it a hamburger? I don't get it. What's wrong with that?
Nobody's saying anything's wrong with it. It's just you're the only fucking person I think alive that does that.
Well, I gotta call it a hamburger?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's a hamburger.
Well, there you go.
Oh, for fuck's sake. We're all wrong out here. I can't fucking disagree with that at all, LA woman. Oh, yeah. What in the... I hear them puppies.
Yeah, they're all going fucking nuts because the mom and dad decided to play chase and brought them to life. So now they're going fucking ape shit. I did do a good deed today. I think I saved the life of one of them by forcing his useless mother to lay there while he fed because she didn't want to feed him. So
why don't you feed him? Don't you got a bottle that you can?
I've
feed him
tried that, but they don't particularly like that. So
yeah, no, that would be unnatural.
the next step would be shoving a tube down his throat and pouring Pedialyte in it. I've done that to calves before, and it works miracles. But I've never done it to a 3-ounce dog.
You can't even put an ounce of Pedialyte down there; it might explode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, that's good. They're growed up. So what's going on with Fathead? You guys have any contact with him lately?
Yeah. Hell, she talks to him about every day. I think he's going live here in a few minutes, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Before.
What's he going to talk about?
I don't know. It says breaking news, definitely clickbait. So I don't know.
Oh, that's good. At least he's saying breaking news clickbait.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's been.
Hey, and earlier I asked you whatever happened to Willie. Anybody out in the audience know what happened to Willie? Willie. Where did Willie go? Anybody know?
I know his channel's still up. She looked at it earlier. It's still there, but I don't think he's streamed in quite a while.
That's just something, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Idaho case, I know there's still, there's a lot apparently going on with that. I'll flip through and see.
There isn't anything going on with it. All they're doing is rehashing conspiracies that they themselves weren't around to hear the first time.
They're still filing
Roses and the J. Hombres, the Papa. They're making up conspiracy theories that have already been hashed out 2 years ago. It's fucking incredible.
Well, I saw something. I think Jules did something the other day talking about a 319-page document or something. And I'm like, yeah, I figured, Willie would probably be on stuff like that by now, but I don't know what happened to him.
So there's a 319-page document that's been released?
That's just, it was something to that effect is what the title was about. And I may have it wrong. It may not have been Jules. It may have been somebody else, but I saw it.
Did that girl ever fix that noise in her stream? Beep.
Lana, I don't know.
5 seconds later, beep.
I don't know. I haven't seen. She didn't come up on our feed.
Unfucking believable, bro. I'm just that I don't even know, man. I'd be smashing the walls. I'd fucking tear that house down with a bulldozer. Ain't no way you're gonna make me live through that because this is where she lives and it's happening on the stream. It means it happens 24/7.
Some people just don't get bothered by shit like that. It would drive me.
But how could you not?
I would rather the house burn down than listen to that shit all the fucking time. But some people don't get affected by it.
That's funny, Roy. So Roy's still back out there. It's funny. He was supposed to call me before he came back on. I'm not hiding her hair with him, but I think he's found better fit with Tommy Jude, the man that caused reflective asphalt to come to life and provide pictures of fucking 3 men urinating on the face of a dead guy. I wonder what he masturbates to.
Oh, fuck, Sarge. What? Really? Oh, fuck.
It's a very unsettling question. The thought that it even fucking was shouting out in the atmosphere like that was unsettling.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go look at some more fucking carburetors and intake manifolds to get that thought out of my fucking head.
Gotta cleanse your fucking brain somehow. Right? Get pipe cleaners and just start jamming them in your ears, folks. It's kind of funny. Fucking fun. Brian grew up in the area that Brian Koberger did. Yep, that's what has been said and apparently somehow confirmed by, I don't know, who gives a fuck. I mean, I grew up in an area of a serial killer that no one has ever talked about. And this guy killed a lot of fucking women, man. And I happened to be in the same lockup as him. And he was very fucking polite, sociable. He had, he even gave me batteries so that I could run my fucking, back in the day, it was what are those little handheld cassette players? Whatever they used to call them fucking.
Oh, the Walkman?
Yeah. So I could play my Walkman. Yeah. I was actually in jail too for a short period of time with the son of Sam, his son Son of Sam had a son. That motherfucker was a lunatic. Literally a fucking lunatic.
And for Sarge to say that, that's saying something.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this guy was fucking basically. I was also in lockup with this guy they called Tyson. His nickname was Tyson. All he did in the cell all day, push-ups, sit-ups. He would do chin-ups off the bars. He would spar, shadow box. And this is a true story. They brought him into court. And the judge gave him some sentence because he obviously did something bad. He wasn't a nice guy. He was he was isolated. He wasn't allowed to come out in the yard when everybody else went out there. He had to go out alone. So they kept him waiting. No single deputy was allowed near his fucking cell. You wouldn't even want to walk. If he could reach out of the bars and grab you, he would fucking pound you to fucking pieces. Didn't matter who you were, bro. You could be an inmate. You could be a guard. This guy was crazy. So he's in court, and the judge, whatever the sentence is, didn't sit well with him. And he fucking literally fucking jumped up on the fucking defense table and jumped and leaped across the fucking room and got himself in behind the fucking bench where the judge was. And like a dog tried eating that bitch because his hands were cuffed behind him. Unfucking believable, this guy. I don't know whatever happened to him, but I'm sure he's still in jail somewhere. Still probably in isolation. Still crazy as the day is long.
That used to be some of the most entertaining shit to me. I would have to go into a courtroom pretty frequently once upon a time for a custody thing, and sitting there and listening to the people that were would come in there and talk, and it was pretty interesting to see some of the characters and the shit that they would say in the courtroom. It was fucking it was entertaining.
Look at this.
What?
If Rory is hooked up with Bubbly Waters, it's because Paramount wants to do another version of that bullshit fucking show they already did. And I would say to you, that's exactly why Rory isn't approaching me, because I told him to keep me out of that fucking shit. And I didn't even want to know the details. But you're part of it, you're involved with it, and I better not be on their fucking video. And then I was on their video, but I was the only one doing the right thing and attacking the jerk-off fucking dot that needed to be attacked, like WSU Kim and these other people. She was walking around a little while ago crying about me calling her a fucking weathered cunt. Fucking stupid, fucking weather-beaten fucking cunt.
That's a pretty fucking good insult, though. So, I mean,
there are people that it applies to, right? I rarely label people with any label that doesn't fit. So just beware, folks. My labels typically stick too. Remember fucking Clock Boy?
There's something about people from the north that just have the best fucking insults. Like, y'all do. Y'all got some fucking, I don't know, some really pointed fucking tongues when you go to fucking insult somebody. And it's always just the most effortless shit in the world. It's just fucking. And
you go to fucking kill. You don't just go to fucking banter with them. Fuck you. No matter what they say after that, it doesn't even compare.
Yeah.
That's what you do when you have a battle of wits. That's why I say most times I'm battling unarmed people. Because I slice and dice you and leave you on the fucking plate. And now what? What are you going to say that's going to beat that? Like when I tell people I wouldn't wipe my ass with your face, you filthy fuck. What do you say to that? What comeback could you possibly have to
that? Oh, fuck.
That's just some shit, bro. You're speechless at that point. How are you going to hit me harder than that?
Yeah, I got to write some of these down and memorize them so that, I can sort of infiltrate the South with the Northern fucking insults.
That's too fucking funny, man. Yeah, that's awesome, bro. And, obviously I enjoy doing it.
Oh,
that's why I coined that thing. I came up with you can't even tell you to go fuck yourself because your head's in the way. I came up with that years ago. I don't really see, to me, that's probably the most correctly fucking described problem most people have. Right?
Oh, fuck.
Why waste your breath and tell them to go fuck themselves? Tell them to pull their head out of their ass first so they got room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
That's a fair point.
But poor Tommy Jude and his fucking personal thoughts, we want to stay away from. I hate Putin. I hate Putin. That's because you're a Democrat. You hate everything, you sick, fucking demented, reflective, asphalted piece of shit. You shouldn't be allowed on the internet, you fucking maniac with you got a brain disturbance. Oh, but feel bad for him. His son was killed. Well, yeah, what the fuck? Kid probably shouldn't have put him where where he ended up being. Who the fuck knows what happened there? He was a big drug dealer, big drug king, tells you all these fucking stories. He's telling you his son was killed. Does one have anything to do with fucking two? I get a kick. The other guy, my name is fucking A.R. Haynes, and it's the convict's thoughts. The kid was convicted of traffic violations. I've done more serious fucking crimes than he has. Literally. Yeah, I'm a fucking convict. You're a fucking scufflaw, you fucking twit. Go look at that jerk off on fucking what's the name of that thing I used to? Ben Verified. This guy's got traffic violations. At times he's telling you he was in prison. Oh, it's part of the Aryan Brotherhood. One look at that motherfucker's face and they might have accepted him with that fucking nose with those bull rings in it. Dude, that's like having the smallest dick in the world and you wear clothes to highlight it. Get the fuck out of here. What in the fuck are you doing? Right?
Oh,
it's like being a hunchback and leaving a fucking, I don't know, showing that off for fuck's sakes. Let it go, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? My name is A.R. Haynes and this is a convict's thoughts.
Oh, fuck.
I don't even think he was ever charged with car theft. If anything, it was unauthorized use of a vehicle. He probably stole it from his fucking neighbor, his sister, his mother. Unbelievable. Just fucking incredible. A hunchback. He probably would perch an umbrella on his fucking off the back of his shirt to cover his hunch. I don't know. The fuck do you do to decorate a hunchback? I have no fucking idea. If he had a club foot, the guy would be wearing fucking diamond studded fucking shoe on that one foot. What the fuck is wrong with him?
Breathe, Sarge, breathe. Oh, fuck.
I'm on a fucking roll. I can't stop. It's downhill from here for that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what in the fuck? I can't wait to get home to turn on the convict's thoughts. Yeah, he didn't give it too much fucking thought, the stupid motherfucker. Everything he did, if he did commit other crimes, I promise you, every time he was arrested was because of a traffic violation. And then they connected him to a house fucking break-in or something. What do you want to bet? I fucking bet anybody this fucking guy's got more traffic violations than unbelievable, bro. And I'm telling you, some of those fucking burglaries that he claims, he got nailed driving a car with no insurance, no registration, no plates. Just the stupidest of the fucking stupid. And you want to know what that guy thinks? I think you all need your head examined.
That reminds me of that movie Gone in 60 Seconds when that he's the driving instructor, the tester at the DMV. And the woman fucking runs into all kinds of shit. And he's like, bitch, you can't fucking go. You can't stop. You can't turn. You can't park. Bitch, you can't drive.
Oh, my God. It's just fucking incredible, man. The bubbly waters. Just her voice, you want to reach through the fucking computer. Just start fucking slapping her back and forth. Forward hand, back hand, forward hand, back. Are you... No, AR was in prison for fucking traffic violations, Heather. When you go look at the fucking guy's record, go pay for Ben Verified. Put that fucker's information in there. Am I misquoting? Am I making something up, Cletus?
No, I don't believe that you are.
You've seen it.
Yeah, from what I recall, I think you're pretty accurate in your.
The majority of what he did was traffic violations. But you're pretty sure when someone's telling you that they actually did a background check on him and that's what came forward. Believe me, I don't invent shit to make myself look. How could I not look better than that guy with that fucking nose on his face? You could crack me in the fucking head with a 2x6. I'd still look better than that guy. Right? So look I ain't making nothing up. Yeah, you haven't run a background check. So when somebody is telling you that they shared it with other people, mainly Cletus and Clue, right? Yeah. This guy would get pulled over in a traffic violation if he was going to do the right thing. He probably got pulled over on his way to probation, the stupid motherfucker. For all I know, I wouldn't be surprised because he had probation violations too.
Oh,
and they probably caught him behind the wheel because he had the wrong license. He probably had a license plate for a fucking Mack truck on a fucking Volkswagen Beetle or some shit. Unfucking believable. Listen, keep listening to the guy. I'm not saying you guys shouldn't listen to him. If that's the kind of entertainment or the kind of shit that you're down with, hey, I mean, you know, well, I'm not judging you. I'm just telling you. People like Tommy Jude, big fucking drug kingpin, fucking blah, blah, blah. And the guy's one of the most hateful Democrats you'd ever meet in your life. So hateful that he's invented fucking 3 men pissing on a dead man's body.
This coming from somebody who spent the last 11 minutes just crucifying everybody that comes to his fucking mind.
Yeah, but rightly so. It's not. I'm not making shit up. I'm not making any of this shit up.
I'm fucking with you. Oh, that's funny.
Listen, you can go to prison for traffic violations when you run from the cops. You certainly can. You're endangering people. Running from the police is a terrible crime. Get in the car and go run from the police and see what happens to you.
You've got her interest peaked now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying he didn't commit other crimes. But I am telling you that I guarantee you that those other crimes he was captured on because they picked him up in a traffic violation. Remember, people always say it's the stupid things that catch the crook. A bad taillight when you rob a bank. You drive down the road, they pull you over for a bad taillight, and they see a gun and money on your seat. Stupid. Those are real life fucking things, man. Right? And you know, I mean, so you like
he certainly wasn't a getaway driver, or they were a really fucking bad bunch of fucking criminals.
Getaway driver. He couldn't even get away from the cops. This guy when he was just trying to go to the store.
Oh fuck.
Holy fuck, Cletus. Yeah, I was on a roll. Well, you started bringing up all the insults and shit. What was I going to do? Sound like a fair game topic to me.
I will consider that my warning. Now I know. You bring up Sarge's fucking his 15-degree fucking slanted tongue, and yeah, he's going to start ripping into everybody he thinks of.
Look at Gray Pearl's getting all stressed out. Don't you yell at me. I'm not yelling at anybody in the chat room. I'm yelling at the world, you bunch of dumb fucking dim-witted motherfuckers. What the hell is going on? Where people like that capture your fucking attention. Your brain is a fucking tool. Your brain is the most amazing thing ever created, whether it was done by some god or because some fucking dinosaur shat on a fucking chemical. I don't know. But wherever we came from, we certainly have the most unique fucking mind of all creatures on earth. And what do we spend it on? ARAs. I mean, I could go down the bubbly waters, Tommy Jude. I keep going. I mean, come on.
Sergeant Friday.
These fucking people. It's fucking insane, bro. Traffic and criminal is different. Traffic tickets can be criminal. Absolutely, they can be. But I'm telling you, he got a lot of traffic tickets, and if he did anything criminal, that's I would tell you that he probably got arrested as often. Less often during the crime and more often after the crime driving a vehicle. He shouldn't have been behind the wheel of because his license was suspended or it was revoked or he didn't have one or right. It's like, come on. He didn't spend 17 years in prison. In 2016 and in 2008 or 07, he had traffic violations those years. When did this kid spend 17 years in prison? And what did he do to get 17 years in prison? Robbed a house? They ain't getting you 17 years. Robbed a house and beat the old lady into a coma? That might do it. Raped her? That might do it. I mean, no. Okay? I don't believe that guy has any serious criminal conviction like that. And I'm telling you, if you go back from 2000 and work your way forward, I don't know how old the guy is, but that's going back 25 years. There was no period of that time that he didn't get between then and I think 2016 or later, he was collecting traffic violations. How would he get such a cute wife? Don't get me on that one, Pearl. Don't even start with that. I don't even know. I don't even want to get into that because that's going to offend so many fucking people. I mean, I don't know. And I don't really care so much in as much as I never seen somebody change hotels as many times as he has. Is he still doing that? I don't watch his show. But the guy seems to be always at a different hotel. Why would he have to keep changing hotels? What possible fucking reason could there be for that? What trade would require you to move around like that? And in what world would you decide to make those changes constantly? I don't know. I do know, but I just don't want to say it. You need to go figure it out yourselves. Okay? You know? I mean, again, it's the obvious that I'm going to point out. Easy things that you can see about the guy or find out about the guy. That situation, I think you all know how that game is played. And again, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but it certainly looks what I believe it to be, or no, what I think it to be, and I think it to be because of my life experiences. I mean, it is what it is. But again, who gives a fuck about that guy? His theories, his concepts, his ideas, most of the bullshit that he comes out with, it's just bullshit. And that's, if that's what we all want to watch, then go ahead, watch the guy. Love the guy. It's none of my business. But yeah, it is just kind of fucked up how easily conned we are. How easily and people like me, just so you know, people like me that are just straight up how I am. I'm not trying. I don't want nothing from you guys. Not a fucking thing. If you listen, you listen. If you don't, then there's other people that will. And even if there aren't, I get friends that I can have these conversations with. So I'm just who I am. I have no I'm not trying to gain anything, notoriety, fame, money, none of that. You know? And I don't know. You know, there's people out here saying there's someone out here just losing their house or something. That's tragic. I hope they don't lose their house, whoever they are, but you know, we are a product of our own choices and decisions. Sometimes you're right. Those decisions are beyond our control. But, you know, what are you going to do? That's life. A lot of things happen to us that are beyond our control, and you have to find a way to cope with it. That's why I always recommend to people, you always live below your means. If you have an income of $100,000 a year, live like you make $60,000 a year, $65,000 a year. Put the rest in a fucking secure it away. Right? And now you've got fucking you protect yourself from those calamities. At least you give yourself a couple of years, you know, you do that. Live at 65,000 a year. Let's go with 60 and you make 100, right? Or you live at 70 and you make 100. That you keep stashing that money away, put it in interest, whatever you want to do with it. But God forbid something happens. You're not living in a $290,000 fucking house that costs you $3,000 a month, right? You're living in a $140,000 house that costs you fucking $1,200 a month, and you've been stashing $30,000 a year for how many years you've been working? You're covered. I mean, you could still enjoy yourself. You could sometimes dip into that to go on a vacation with your wife. I mean, it's not that you can't use any of that money, but try to live below your means. Don't buy the most expensive car. Don't buy the biggest fucking TV. Don't buy the biggest ring for your girl. Don't start putting yourself in debt. You know, and that to me is something I think that should be, people know that. It's not even fucking a smart thing. It's like common sense, man. Sergeant has the best comebacks of all. That's my favorite. Yeah, I do it. And they come out of nowhere. Most of all of my shit's original. That's why somebody should go through these and pull out all my fucking stupid comments and original comebacks, because I probably could make a comedian act out of it. It's fucking crazy. Yeah. There is something going on in that fucking skull of mine. I don't even know what it is myself. But anyway, Cletus dropped out. I noticed him. And he bailed. I don't blame him. Bail. You know, that's what they should have done on the Titanic, but that wouldn't have helped anyway. But anyways, folks, from Beijing, China, from the top of Cock Tower with Ligament Balls Convention Center, this is your host, Sergeant Friday. It was another good night, a Tuesday night, 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll catch you again tomorrow. And in the meantime, everybody have a good night.